Hi everyone, it's been so long time that I have made videos. So today I'm going to show you what Linux distro that work for you. Because if you look at the video on YouTube, on TikTok, you will see tons and tons of video explaining to you this distro is better than that distro has more technical thing, this distro is better, the distro is the blah 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 blah. The norm is better, this desktop environment is better than that desktop environment. Those are misleading. If you are new to Linux, if you want to use Linux, if you are switching from other operating system like Windows and Mac and want to use Linux, what exactly Linux distro, which Linux distro should I use? Because there are tons of it. There's a lot of it. Like if you look at this, a lot of Linux distro and a lot of misleading information on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook, and a lot more. So the fathers of Linux, like Red Hat, give birth to Fedora, give birth to Nobara, whatever, Debian give birth to Ubuntu, Subuntu, Lubuntu, Pop OS, Linux, Mint, or a lot, OpenSUSE. So which Linux distro should I use? Well, you have to ask yourself, if you are a content creator, whether you are a media creator, whether you are a 3D animation or 3D or gaming or whatever, choose exactly what need for you. And please do not be a distro hopper. A distro hopper is like a rolling stone that catch no mosses. So hey, you're trying to talk a lot. You seem to be talking a lot. So what exactly is the distro that work for me? Any distro that come pre-installed with NVIDIA driver is the best one for you if you are using NVIDIA graphic card. So what are the distro that come pre-installed with NVIDIA? So the first one is Nobara. Nobara is what I say, a Fedora clone, and it just work. It click, next, and the latest NVIDIA is already installed for you. So very simple. You don't have to turn around for other stores or to consult the document. When you just install it, just work. And don't care about the hard disk, don't care about the or TFF, don't care about the XFF, don't care about the extend ext4. It doesn't make your computer go as fast as Superman or the Flash. It just it does nothing at all. The percentage of benchmark, the fastest is very, very small. You will not notice that. So what else? What else from Fedora? What else from Nobara? On the Red Hat side, you have Nobara. On the Debian or Ubuntu side, you have Pop OS. These guys work. I mean, it just comes pre-installed with NVIDIA driver. If you are using AMD, I do not know. AMD driver, I do not know. But I have the AMD CPU. I have my old graphic card of 20. You see here, NVIDIA GeForce 2070 Max U. It just worked. So if you are using if you are a content creator, just use this kind of Linux that come pre-installed. So what about like Linux Mint doesn't come pre-installed, but it has a button that allows you to click and install NVIDIA driver, right? Very simple. Choose any distro that come with this kind of thing. How about OpenSUSE? OpenSUSE, even though it's depend on RPM of Red Hat, but it has its own packages. It has its own library. It has its own, arsenal that allows you to do whatever you want. It just in the Yes survey application is extremely useful. You can install NVIDIA drivers in there. Very, very, very useful. How about MX Linux? MX Linux is also a Debian base, very stable, very lightweight. It uses XFCE. It's also come pre-installed. No, this one doesn't come pre-installed with NVIDIA driver, but after you update the system, you have the NVIDIA button that allows you to just click and install. And there's a lot more. Recently, CatchyOS is also doing the same thing with KDE. When you install CatchyOS, everything is already installed for you. Because nowadays, this kind of distro is trying to compete in the gaming world. So, like Nobara, if you want to install .exe or Windows file, it just works. For example, like I have a file here. I show you this application, which is the Asset Studio that I'm trying to mod some of the game from Windows. You just right click and it work. It just run and work. You can install certain application. In fact, I'm using Blender on Linux. I can also install Blender on Windows and it works. So this is the kinds of distro that you need. NVIDIA driver pre-install, or AMD driver pre-install, like one that I mentioned to you, like Nobara, Pop OS, MX Linux, Linux Mint, or Manjaro as well. You see it work. Manjaro, MX Linux. This kind of distro is the one that you need. Even though it doesn't come pre-installed like Nobara and Pop OS, but like MX Linux, it has a button. When you type NVIDIA, or you type driver, or you type hardware, or whatever, something like that, it will pop. It will detect the graphic card of your system, whether it's AMD Radeon or whether it's NVIDIA, and then you just install. And the rest of the code can be installed later. So these are the kinds of distro that you need for your for your work. If you are a distro hopper, I don't know, you may hop from one distro to another, and it doesn't show you anything, it doesn't give you anything, it just make you excited, make you thrill about the new release, make you thrill about this and that. If you're a serious distro hopper, every time you switch to another distro, you should buy a new hardware as well. Just like Linux Distro, he said to himself that he loved Fedora the most, and he often changed the system. He often changed his computer 2 or 3 times a year because of the update of the Fedora. So in this example, I'm trying to show you that it is important for you to be clear about Linux distro, not to be a distro hopper. If you really want to use Linux as a daily driver, use whatever that works for you. If you want the most stable, the rock solid and doesn't crash, use Alma Linux or use Rocky Linux. Those two are extremely stable, and it's not suitable for modern hardware. It's fast, it's lightweight, but it doesn't come pre-installed with NVIDIA driver. You have to do a lot of things. But you love something new that come pre-installed with everything for you, choose Nobara, choose Pop OS, or choose OpenSUSE Tumbleweed. Very easy to install. Yeah, Pop OS, OpenSUSE Tumbleweed. Yeah, or you choose MX Linux, which is a Debian based on Debian. Very easy to use. It has all the things that you need. But MX Linux is notorious for heating up the CPU too much. When you use MX Linux, you will see that it's very fast, extremely fast, but the stress is on the CPU, so it tends to cause the CPU to become overheated. And then you have like Linux Mint, which is also another Debian base as well. It comes pre-installed with NVIDIA driver, or maybe you try Ubuntu. Ubuntu 24.04 is also a Debian base. It also has its own NVIDIA driver pre-installed as well. And then apart from these distros, which desktop environment should you use? Because you see a lot of people online trying to show you, okay, KDE is better than GNOME. KDE give you a lot of flexibility. KDE, it's run on Qt, makes things work. The UI doesn't maze, whatever. But because nowadays, a lot of Linux developers, especially the direction of Linux, is moving to Wayland, and only GNOME that work with Wayland. Choose GNOME. I'm using GNOME 45.5 on Nobara 39, which is Fedora 39 in fact, but it has a lot more. And this is my laptop. Origin PC, whatever. 64 gigs of RAM. The rest is all, you see, Wayland, and it worked fine. I add some add-on and a lot more. Yeah, it just worked. I tried that on KDE, especially on OpenSUSE, Open Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed worked pretty well, but Tumbleweed caused certain of my Windows application doesn't work. On Nobara, everything just worked fine. On Pop OS, everything just worked fine. So the distro that you should need, in short, The Linux distro that you need is the Linux distro that come with NVIDIA driver pre-installed, or at least it has a button for you to click to install NVIDIA driver. And then for the desktop environment, please choose GNOME because it supports Wayland and it supports nicely and smooth. It might have a little bit of hiccup from the beginning, but when it understands, when it become like less strong, then everything will go smoothly. Yep, that's all from me, and thank you if my video caused some irritation or certain aspect of hurt or not good feeling to any user out there or any person who are distro hopper out there. I would like to offer my sorry in advance, and I'm just trying to cut down the misleading information to the new user of Linux only. Yep, thank you. Bye bye.